and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 2. Well, we're doing alright at the moment. We've picked up a couple of upgrades, we've done a little bit of planet scanning and resource collection, but it is time to move on to the next thing. So, right now, we do have only a handful of things that we need to do for our a couple of main missions. That said, though, we do still have one back towards Omega. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly on over there. We're going to go looking for a lost operative, and we're going to see if we can recover them, and then I think we'll keep on moving on. So, if memory serves... Oh, actually, let's just double check. Yeah, we're good for fuel, good for probes. That's all that matters. I believe we have to head off to the Father sector, and then we will, yeah, go ahead and do a quick little investigation, and all should be well. Alright, so let's go ahead and land. Now, which planet it is, I am not 100% sure, so let's go ahead and enter orbit. We'll start... Oh, actually, you know what?
Probe launched.
We might, well, pick that up since we're here, because that would be silly not to pick up such easily found resources. But what I think we're going to do is we'll do a quick scan, we'll see if we can find the anomaly, and then from there I might just quickly clean up the remainder, although, yeah, look, there's not a
Launching
ton
probe.
here either, but you know what, free resources that we don't have to look for is worth it. Alright, onto the final planet. Surely this is the right
Anomaly
one.
detected.
And there it is. That is what we're looking for. So, you know,
Launching probe.
okay, distress beacon.
System operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point AC.
Alright, well nothing else can be
probe.
collected while we're here, so we may as well just
Scans
go
have
ahead and
found
land.
something.
Alright, so, signal scan detect a transmitter matching a Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown... Oh, sorry, pardon that yawn. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative, life science unconfirmed. Other transmissions that matched the Eclipse coded communications also detected. Alright, well, let's get down there and see what the trouble is. Alright, so, you know what? Let's bring Jack with us. Let's see. There's like some kind of cyberpunk. You know what? That's probably better armor than her other outfit. We'll go ahead and use that. And then, who do we want to... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, let's add her. And then let's bring on... Let's bring along... Let's bring Garrus. There we go, that should be fine. Alright, let's accept the squad. Now, we will have a few points to spend. I did forget that in the last episode. We'll go ahead and we'll pick up that adrenaline rush. And so now we get to choose either we take damage reduction, which I think could be rather nice. Time dilation is still fairly good, lasts for 5 seconds. 70% is still good. Recharge time is still the same of 3. I think we'll just go for the health damage taken, just in case. I think that could be a nice little way of preventing more trouble than we need. Alright, as for Jack, let's go ahead and let's max out Subject 0 bonuses. So this is health, weapon damage, and power recharge time. Let's go and see, what have we got? Adept, health, weapon damage, and recharge. Or more health, more... Oh, okay. So, same amount of health, more weapon damage, and then the other one is recharge time. You know what? I think we'll stick with... we'll go with some power recharge. Yeah, I think that'll do. And then what do we have? We have shockwave, pull, and warp ammo. Let's go ahead and see about boosting this up a level. We'll purchase that. And then it probably makes sense to purchase at least one level of the other. And then I think we'll go for level 3 for shockwave as well. Yeah, we can launch a string of concussive mass effect fields in a narrow path in front of you, violently knocking targets aside. That actually sounds rather helpful. Alright, we'll pick that up. And Garrus, you have 3 points. Let's go ahead and... concussive shot or overload? I think overload could be a nice thing to have. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the concussive shot is always fairly useful, but at the same time too, being able to overload things, that does seem more helpful. So, that'll do. Alright, as for weapons, let's see. She has a shotgun. I think that should... Actually, you know what? Let's give her the eviscerator, and then the hand cannon. Yeah, that should be good there as well. Alright, let's go. Alright, no signs. Oh, wait. Refined palladium. Huh. That was well hidden there. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's see, what have we got? We have some lab over here. Some random boxes. Alright, well, I guess we'll go inside then. Oh,
they're up ahead.
Oh.
Nice shooting!
Alright, let's maybe, quickly... Oh, wow. Alright, hang on a second. I'm going to quickly go ahead and throw on some incendiary ammo. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and try that. Oh, wait a second. There she is. Get rid of her. And you know what? Let's maybe switch to an assault rifle instead. I think that could be better. Hang on. There we go. Alright, let's get a quick reload going. Let's chuck on some more incendiary ammo. And then we'll see how that all works out for us. Alright, so clearly they're ready for company. Alright, what have we got here? Security console access logs. Alright, subject ID. Interrogator is a Corporal Giro. Subject is the Cerberus agent Tyrone Rawlings. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus's involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Right, so they were captured. Proved difficult to capture, having insinuated on himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse. He had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship, hobble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rawlings. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. His data better be worth the expense. Alright, well, the interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Rawlings managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control the data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Okay, let's bypass this. Copyright, some Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, there we go. Wi-Fi. Sisters, and there we have it. Again, nothing too complicated. Just, one more thing to do. Alright, now...
Let's do it.
Oh. Okay. More contact, it seems. Anybody else?
I'll tear you apart.
And stay down.
Alright, I think no one else is around for now. That said, though, they could still spawn on in. Alright, let's quickly check back here and see if we can find anything. Oh, a wall safe. You know what? Yeah, more money would always be appreciated. Resistor. Copyrights. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, another couple of grand, some more money. Let's make our way across. Let's check that right-hand side. I need to examine that door, but... Ooh. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see what happens. Okay, it's sealed from the other side. Okay, so we're going to have to loop around. Alright then, let's just keep on moving on this way. I'm sure they'll have more defenses at some point. Now that is odd. Hang on a second. Our objective is this way. Hang on. Let's just quickly pull open our journal. It still says we're in combat. So we have a lost operative, recover the stolen data and upload it to Cerberus. Well, I don't see a way that we can break that from the other side. Let's quickly maybe head back to that terminal. Maybe we need to access some more security logs. No, that's all sorted. Oh, we've bypassed there. There wasn't an extra door back there. Well, that is very strange. Can we head out this way? Hang on a second. No. I'm beginning to wonder how we're going to get on through if this music keeps on playing as if we have combat, but we don't. Alright, let's just double check around over here. I think that we're somewhat stuck. Okay, well that's not quite ideal. Alright, so you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here. I'm going to quickly save and reload and see if that fixes anything. Okay, so we are back. Turns out there was a bit of a bug in the game. I had to quickly reload. So yeah, played through the first a little bit and all was good. That said though, I think it looks like the door is now able for us to get through. Yeah, there we are. That other door has opened up. Let's go ahead and bypass and continue on. Alright, so those two will do. Wi-Fi. Yeah, there we go. Alright. All done and done. Let's move on. Oh, okay. So, computer data logs. I'm guessing that's the poor fellow who didn't survive. Alright then.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly. Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
Alright, pretty easy decision there. We're not a fan of Cerberus and what they do. If anyone's going to have that on them, at least we've got to be the proper authorities. Alright, anything else? Experience, some funding, and some platinum. That is perfectly fine by me. That is well and truly good. Alright, so from here, I believe we can either go ahead and What was it? There was a recruitment mission for us. Let's just quickly double check in our journal. Yeah, the dossier for the Warlord. So, Dr. Okia. So yeah, Millennia of Combat. Yeah, Krogan, I think. That sounds pretty good. I think that's who we're going to go ahead and try and find. Let's go ahead and, yeah, that is what we will do. So, I'll jump back up into the system here. There wasn't a whole heap of great scanning, but I do believe that there was some over... Oh, actually, you know what? We're in a different spot than where we left. That is a little bit peculiar. Alright, but either way, this one was rich. I'm going to go ahead and quickly scan this, and then we will travel back to the next... Well, yeah, travel on to the next location. Alright, so emptied that planet there. That is rather good. Picked up a little bit of stuff. Nothing too crazy, but enough nonetheless. Let's go ahead and make our way back towards Omega, and then we'll quickly go ahead and refuel and resupply, and then from there we will yeah, jump to the next location. So let's buy fuel, buy a couple of probes, and that is all that we needed. Alright, so where do we need to go? We need to go ahead and recruit the Warlord. Let's make our way back over there. I think that should be fine. Although at some point too, I think maybe after that, we might go ahead and head to the Citadel. We've accrued a fair decent chunk of cash, and there are some nice upgrades sitting in the Citadel. So yeah, the sooner we pick those up, the better for us. Alright, so we can go ahead and land straight away. I think what we'll do is... Oh, okay, this place is rich. Alright, fine. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and scan the system. I'm going to get some resources, and if we find any anomalies, I will tag you guys back in. Righty, well, we have made it to the final planet. Now is, yeah, back to the planet of Corliss, which is where we need to go. So, yeah, nothing of particular value, just some mediocre resources here and there. So, a garbage scale with a climate was how one Citadel Council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked though. They have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy. Corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure that Corliss's image is permanently stained. Corliss' biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned or junked spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it is still a dirty business that chokes Corliss' sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Alright then, well, travel advisory. Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus systems and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Well, that sounds cheery. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and see if we can find the professor, I believe. Professor? No, Dr. Okia, I think that's what it was. Alright. Well, you know, if we're going to meet a doctor, maybe having a doctor of our own wouldn't be a bad plan. And then after that, oh, I don't know, let's bring Miranda. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's see, try out the visor. I don't know, maybe that'll help. I don't know, with all the smog. Who knows? Oh, however, it's a change. Let's go. Alright, and of course points. We don't have enough to spend. Miranda doesn't either. Morden, however, can go for an incinerator, and I think we shall. Let's go ahead and boost that up. Extra damage, always nice. Weapons, I think everyone is fairly happy there. Let's go.
Dossier doesn't say if Okira's on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed. Perfection is your goal.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Alright, well, at least we've got some Inferno ammo equipped. I'm sure that'll be necessary. Let's just check. Pistols? No, I think SMGs is probably in
Switch up, change weapons.
the order of the day. Actually, what do we need to do? What have we got? We're gonna have contact. I can... Well, that's fairly obvious. Question
Being
is...
hired is merely the
in
beginning.
which direction?
You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Okay, earning places in armies, okay. Interesting motivation.
Equipped for combat.
Oh, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into cover.
I got it. Got that one.
Anybody? No? Looks like we handled them fairly swiftly. Oh, wounded mercenary, okay.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... You son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of Metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol, the last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There, you see? I'm helping.
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
What is Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Have you seen O'Keir? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
The scare was a nice touch.
I thought so. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Okay, well, let's
Training
get
is part of
moving.
your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
Uh-oh.
Hostiles ahead, watch it.
Shields down.
Just nothing to help.
Alright, I thought for a second then we had some drones coming in by those sparks, but I guess not. And I'm guessing that it's also a whole heap easier now that he didn't, after our new friend, he didn't exactly pass on the truth.
One down. This will put them down.
Alright, you know what?
Impressive!
Not quite the shot I was hoping for. I was hoping to knock him off. Alright, that'll do. Let's just keep moving forwards. Oh yeah, Metagel, you know what? May as well take some of that. Money at the end of the day. And then, what do we see? Oh, another squad. Alright, let's see if we can get that guy with the missiles first. Well, if they want to line up like that, I'm not going to tell them no. Alright then, looks like we're almost out of ammunition. Let's maybe do a quick switch back to the sniper rifle. We've got some pretty decent ranges right now, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
As ferocious as they are, failures are expendable.
We've been spotted.
We have guests in the car. If they're not killed immediately, all bonuses will be denied.
Oh, well, it looks like that Krogan's not exactly attacking us, so I don't really mind. We'll, yeah, okay. What's that say? Tank-grown Krogan. Okay.
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
He's only a week old?
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A breeding program? Trying to escape genophage effects?
Escape. Escape was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
If Mercenary was correct, Krogan prone to mental instability.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okir expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
Uncertain. Likely irrelevant. Appears Okir has had no success.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
Interesting. Raised, then rejected. Control group? Failed test?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Impressive. And dangerous.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
You could have run or tried to fight your way back to the labs. Why stay here?
I am waiting. The voice told me, if they come, I fight. But I will not run, and I will not follow. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Okay, well, that is definitely a sight to behold. That Krogan is rather tanky. We'll quickly pick up a couple of those A couple of the thermal clips that were around. I think that's everything. Any further, and I think we're going to start backtracking. Yeah, okay, so that'll have to do. We'll go ahead and make our way through. I think that should be fine. Although, where were we? Yes, we were just here. Although, oh, what have we got here?
Don't like the look of that. Stay alert.
Money. Okay. Well, either way, I think this could actually be a good spot to call it here. Yeah, we'll see if we can find the doctor in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.